What's up, guys? I'm going to go over the Stage 1 pick'ems for the Blast Austin Major so you can get your road to the Diamond Coin. But first, here's a quick word from today's sponsor, Skinland.
A site where you can buy or sell CS2 skins. It's super easy to use. First log in Steam, then set your Steam trade link, use promo code NART, and you get a free $10 if you sell enough. Now pick the skins you want to sell, pick the cash out method where there's a lot of different ways, confirm the Steam trade, and receive your money within a couple minutes. Also, buying skins on Skinland is so much cheaper than the Steam market. Check them out now by clicking the link below.
With me today, I have CS expert Klieger, who's going to help us out. Hello, Klieger.
Hello, what's up?
All right, so what's interesting is that since we have more teams, we have an extra stage. So we have stage 1, 2, 3, and playoffs. So after you buy your coins, guys, make sure you activate your coin. So this is the missions on the left. We have to place all 10 pick'em predictions for stage 1 before it begins. We'll get a point once you do that. And then from stage 1 predictions, we have to get 5 right. And as you recall from the last major, is that the 3-0 advance have to be 3-0. They can't go 3-1. They can't go 3-2. So you have to pick teams that you think will go 3-0. All right. So personally, there, in my vision and eyes, there's 2 huge favorites in this group. First is Heroic. I think they're gonna go 3-0 very cleanly, despite the first couple games being best of ones. They've shown on paper, especially at this tournament here, the Dallas, that they, despite not qualifying the playoffs, they've played higher competition really good. And their first matchup is against Chingy's Warriors, which is, I find, probably the weakest team in the group. What do you think?
Exactly. So, I mean, opening matchups are best of ones, which are really risky. A lot of these matches, the first match are 50-50s, and this is probably the easiest matchup that there is. Heroic should win this, and that just makes it for a good start.
Yeah.
Pretty good conversion.
And they have the highest seed, so they'll be playing lower opponents. And also, they played Chingy Warriors twice in some... What was that tournament called?
The Mesa LAN was
Mesa
a LAN tournament in Mongolia.
Which they won, right?
Both times.
Yeah. But
Exactly.
they won the whole tournament too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So
They played the final, best of 5 against Big, and won that.
all right. So Heroic 3-0. That's gonna give me 1 point. Now the other 3-0 team, I'm going with BetBoom. Too many experienced players on here, led by Boomich.
Yep.
I know they're playing.
playing.
I know they're playing Namiga first, which they lost to online, at the RMR, the EU RMR. But
Yes.
this is gonna be a different story on LAN. BetBoom's gonna go
Yep.
3-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom, you have a lot of experienced national players,
Yep.
Exile, huge firepower in Magna Jazz, and
Led by Boomich,
I mean-
experienced IGL.
exactly.
What's more else to say? So those will give us hopefully 2 points out of the 5. Next up, 0-3. Like we said, against Heroic, the weakest team that I think in this group is Chingy's Warriors. All right. Do you agree with me here? Do you think they're gonna go 0-3?
Yeah. I mean, they have one of the lower seeds, means they'll play tough opponents. They lose the first match should lose the first match, and it's really easy to snowball then. Best of ones, they lose the confidence.
Yeah. So the other 0-3 team is kind of hard to pick, honestly. It could be a toss-up between... it could be Complexity with no Halzark,
Yeah.
Right
We got
now, there's
Junior
no
standing in
Halzark.
for
Yeah, Halzark being one of the best players. Could be Namiga. Namiga, not too... Compared to online and LAN, they're not too good. We don't even know how OG plays on LAN. I don't know. We haven't seen them on LAN.
Not really, no.
Fluxo, we haven't seen them on LAN against international team.
They pretty much only played domestic competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other 0-3 option would be, for me, Lin Vision.
Yeah. So I mean, there's
Yeah.
2 Asian teams remaining, Tailu and Linvision. Tailu has been on a huge win streak. They also won against Linvision 2-0 recently. Also against FlyQuest. So definitely don't put Tailu in 0-3.
Yeah, no, I would not put Ty. Yeah, Tylu's on a hot streak. All right,
Linvision would be perfectly reasonable.
going Lin Vision. I'm sorry, Asia CS. I'm sorry. 2-0 teams, 0-3. I'm sorry. Don't come for me. Okay, now we have to pick 6 teams that we think will go to advance, whether that be 3-1, 3-2. Doesn't matter what their records is, as long as they're in here advancing, we're gonna get the points for them. All right, I know so some of these teams don't have experience on land, don't have experience playing internationally. I think strategic wise, I'd like Bait to go through. I like what they're doing over there. I think Bait's a strong team.
NPL being a great GL, they have LAN experience as a team together, which is always a huge plus.
Yeah, they won. Man, when they were qualifying for EPL like last year, they beat EF at the time of the playoffs. I don't know if they went on to win that LAN or not, but that's when I had my eyes on them for sure.
They also played the same LAN that Heroic won and placed third, which is fairly recent.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to pick 5 more teams I think will go through. I'm picking Imperial. I just like they've proven at the majors so far from Copenhagen and Shanghai that they're able to make it to the next stage, and both times I believe. So
yeah,
I'm going with the experienced guys here with Imperial going through. So we need 4 more teams. This is hard to pick because honestly, any of these teams could beat each other here in stage 1. Like, there's a lot of unknown uncertainties here.
Well, of course we have Taidu, who went on their hot streak in their region. They beat out FlyQuest, beat out Lin Vision. Could be a very good candidate.
I'm picking Tailu because at EPL they started 2-0, 2-0ing 3D Max, 2-0ing EF, who's Aurora now. That is crazy work. No one expected that.
And they come off the hot streak, so really they have momentum, they have everything.
Yeah, 8-game win streak. And then they beat FlyQuest and you said Lin Vision at the last LAN.
Exactly. They played LAN in Asia and won there.
Okay, 3 more teams. I still have not chosen an NA team. I'm an NA fanboy. I don't know if you consider wildcard NA, but I'm picking wildcard to go through. Yep. This is just my NA fanboy coming through, guys. I know wildcard. They did shock everybody last major.
Shanghai.
No one even people had them going 0-3 at the first stage, and then they qualified 3-1 the next stage, and I think they went 2-3 in Legends or something. I don't know. They were close, but they shocked a lot of people. That's for sure. So I'll pick wildcard. Now, if Complexia had Halzerk, that was honestly, that could have been 3-0 potentially. They at least I would at least put them gone through. Oh man, but Junior is I don't know.
They also have a really spicy matchup in the first match. They're playing OG.
Oh.
So OG is one of these European tier 2 teams. They've been grinding it out. They recently added Nikodos, who has been doing wonders for them.
OG is a monster on online.
Exactly. And then this question, can they do the same on LAN?
Ooh.
So really,
who's 5+ playing? Fluxo?
FlyQuest is playing Fluxo. So, I mean, FlyQuest is experienced. They also added Regali instead of Alistair, who is just like a firepower upgrade. He brings them so much that they were often lacking in the op department. And they have the international experience. As the best Aussie team, they get invited to all the events, basically. On the other side, Fluxo, they have a few experienced players. You have Zevi, who played for Pain. You have Art, who obviously played for Furia for a long time.
Yeah.
And Kai, who also stood in for Furia for a bit, but didn't perform particularly well. And other than that, they really just farmed their local Brazilian scene. And we haven't seen them outside of it.
I'm sorry, I gotta do this.
For NA?
For NA. Yeah. Even if Halzerk's not playing, you guys gotta pull through to the next stage at least. You guys gotta do it for NA. You guys gotta do it for Jason Lake. The boss man's gonna be there.
You had an extra NA player with Junior.
Yeah.
More NA local advantage.
My last pick might shock people.
What are you going for?
I'm going Legacy.
Shocking.
I'm going Legacy.
They initially they didn't even qualify to the major. They lost to Bestia in the major qualifier.
Yeah, but what I've seen I like what I'm seeing when I'm watching their demos. That's the thing.
You're in there. You're watching all the demos.
I'm watching demos, and despite them not advancing through at Dallas, I like what I saw still. They just need to fix on a couple of things, and I think they can pull through this group.
Yeah, the major is the best motivation for that.
But honestly, guys, these 3 teams here, you can replace them with not any, but it's a wild card. So, but hopefully we get these other picks right. so we don't have to worry so much about this middle group here. But remember, we just need to get 5 right and we get the next points in order to get that diamond coin. I'm going to save my picks for now. I don't think I'll make any changes. I'm just going to go through it, and we can see here I got the next green check mark. Once this stage ends, if you get 5 right, you'll get the points for this. Thank you, Clicker, for your expertise. And make sure to subscribe, guys. I will be covering stage 2, stage 3, and playoffs. Get through that diamond coin, and I'll see you in stage 2. Peace out.